Luke, many congratulations. Well, it's a pretty emphatic win. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, obviously we wanted the however many points it is, 4 points, really badly before we started this 2 games of 4-day cricket. So to get 2 wins in 2 away games, obviously really important for us, and to go about it the way we did tonight, another really professional performance, and yeah, obviously thrilled.
There's not really much you can fault, I don't think, tonight from the whole team. The way you batted, the way you bowled, your fielding. You must be pretty much ticking every box, I think.
Yeah, I think everyone's pretty solid in their roles right now. Everyone's feeling pretty confident. People have stood up at different times, which is, I think, the key to putting together a good T20 campaign, not being reliant on 1 or 2 guys. And you know, we've done it on wickets a bit more suitable for bowling, and today was, you know, a good pitch for batting, and obviously to get a really big score like that is obviously really pleasing.
Looking at your T20 side, I mean, you're ticking a lot of boxes, aren't you? You bat deep, you've got great spin options, you've got pace, you've got left arm. Do you feel like almost in any situation or in any conditions, you've got the tools there to kind of win games?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, at times Keaton's got so many options that he's not entirely sure, you know, who to bowl, because, you know, it's a very good problem to have. You know, guys want to bowl, which is what you want in T20 cricket, in all forms of cricket, but you want guys to want to have the ball when situations are tough, and everyone wants to put their hand up and take the ball, myself included. You know, we're always trying to get better as individuals, and I was still frustrated today that I only bowled my 1 over and it went for quite a few runs. You know, I want to keep getting better and try and put a whole game together as well with bat and ball. But, you know, everyone stood up at different times. I thought Blathers didn't get the rewards he deserved today. I thought he deserved more. Everyone's fielding. He's fielding amazingly. We got different skills covered. So yeah, we feel confident. We feel pretty grounded though. We're not getting too far ahead of ourselves. We're just going about our work and getting the job done.
And how well do you feel you're hitting it at the minute, Luke?
Yeah, obviously I had that nice start, first 2 games, a run of a few low scores, which can happen in T20 cricket. But it was nice to have a week off in between games, to be honest, which is so rare in the calendar that we've got. So to be able to take a bit of time off, reset, think about how you're going about things, and remind yourself of what you do well. And luckily I was able to put that into practice again tonight, so obviously really thrilled to get another match-winning score.
Just moving on to the return of the county championship, I mean, the team's winning matches at the minute. There must be a good feeling around the place. I mean, how hopeful are you that you can bounce on into the championship and kind of get that going a little bit?
Yeah, I think the most important thing that we can learn is in the T20 side, we've got guys who trust their game and go about and do their job and are confident that they're able to do their job, regardless of the match situation, where we are in the league table, home or away. And that's all you can do. So hopefully we can go into the 4-day stuff again, fully aware that we're not where we want to be, but hopefully being able to, with the reset and the gap that we've had, remind ourselves that we're seriously good players, and be able to take it cliche 1 step at a time, 1 ball at a time, and not get too far ahead or too worried. To be honest, it can't go much lower, so it's only really positives from here. So Blackpool's normally a good hunting ground for us, so we're pretty excited. And the Red Kookaburra presents a different challenge as well, so no, all positive vibes at the moment.
I appreciate they are 2 almost different games, aren't they? T20 compared to county championship, but just the general feeling must be so different because you've won games and you're playing good cricket.
Of course, you know, it's not fun losing, especially 4-day cricket. You know, because 4-day cricket, there's no hiding place. You know, if it goes wrong in the field in 4-day cricket, you're not going anywhere for hours on end, and that's unbelievably hard, mentally testing. You know, at least in a T20 game, you're finished, and if you're not bowling very well, you know it's going to end in 20 overs. So obviously it's a mental challenge, but that's why it's the hardest and most satisfying, rewarding format of the game when it goes well. It was the same last year. You know, we had a tough start in the 4-day stuff, and then had a really good T20 run in, a couple of 4 days in the middle, where we got a win at Blackpool against Durham. So obviously there's better vibes around. We do have quite a different team. There's quite a few guys who drop out and guys to come in. But I think hopefully, you know, after a good night's sleep tonight, a couple of nights' sleep, we're ready to go on 11 o'clock on Sunday.
I think you used the word reset, Luke. Do you feel that the last month or so has been that kind of reset?
Well, I think, of course, it has been. You know, everyone's well aware we've had change of coach. You know, we've had change of captain. Keats come back to captain the T20s, and we've got a different captain for the next 4-dayer. So of course it has felt like a natural reset because you've changed formats. There has been a big change. Obviously Crofty's been great so far, but to be honest I wouldn't read so much into personnel, more into the fact that it's a change of format. We do have different players coming in. It is a completely different game nowadays. It really is. As a batter and as a bowler, often the best ball you can bowl in red ball cricket is almost the worst ball you can bowl in a T20 game. That full of a length. So the skills are getting further and further apart, which is a great challenge for us as players to be able to dip in and dip out of different formats. But yeah, it's obviously been a reset, and we've got to front up and do the business Sunday.
And just a final one, how will it be? Which you're looking forward to being captained by Sir James Anderson.
Yeah, amazing. You get lost for words talking about Jimmy. He's been unbelievable this year. He's been such a great teammate to be around. And you do sometimes forget who he is. I mean, at the time, they're currently playing the Anderson Tendulkar Trophy, and he's going to rock up at Blackpool on Sunday, nearly 43 years old, and take the new ball and do his thing, and captaining the club and playing T20s and throwing himself around in the field. I think sometimes you've got to pinch yourself that you're pretty privileged to play with the guy. Trying to learn as much as I can off him as a batter, how he's going about his bowling, how he's trying to get me out, etc. So it's a privilege, and if we don't make the most of it and realise that how lucky we are, then we'll be fools. So hopefully it goes really well Sunday.
Cheers, Luke. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.